Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna of course give my thoughts about the match between Sasha Zverev and Matteo Berrettini. The final was a three-set battle. It was a tough contest between two of the best players in this tournament. One of them had to lose, and unfortunately for Berrettini, it was his turn this time. He will probably get more chances in the future, but this guy had played great tennis before this final. They have impressed me so much, especially Berrettini, but in this final, it was not the same kind of level from both of these guys. Maybe they were tired. Maybe they took out each other's game. They are similar playing style, so that means that when they play similar, they take each other out. Maybe that's what happened today. We saw a tight battle. Berrettini won the first set 7-6, and then Sasha won 6-4, 6-3, and collected his fourth Masters title in his career, and that's great numbers for him. Berrettini, who is waiting for his big title. We have seen Fabio Fognini won a Masters tournament at Monte Carlo last year. If you go back in the history, the latest Italian dude to win a Grand Slam is Adriano Panatta, who won the French Open in 1976. He's actually kind of a unique player. He's the only guy that have beaten Björn Borg twice at French Open. And the young prospects of Italian tennis are great. So they have some great players. I'm waiting for Berrettini, Musetti, or Yannick Sinner to achieve something big. Maybe one of them is going to be a future Grand Slam winner. But this final in advance, it was a tight battle. And Berrettini almost choked away the first set in tiebreak. He was up 5-0. Zverev came back, he had a set point, but when it was 8-8, it was tied there. And then Zverev made this crucial double fault, and Berrettini could win the next point and win the first set. But after that, Zverev started to work himself into the match. He put himself into the match. He fought hard. He played very defensive in this match because he wasn't that super offensive in this match like I've seen him before. He made his way into this match by his defensive display, and he played like Djokovic. He waited for his opponent to make those errors, the unforced errors, because according to me, Berrettini played terrible in Sasha's serve. He didn't return well in this match. It was not a Casper Ruud serve he faced in this match. It was Zverev's bomb serves he faced in this match, and his returns, and he gave away that fifth game in the first set. Also, he just basically gave away because this match was only exciting, in my opinion, only because Zverev didn't play offensive. He didn't play as good as done in this tournament because when Zverev served, he didn't face so much problem. Even though he faced the first break point in the third set, there was really no doubt about how he played his service game, because Berrettini didn't show any firepower. He didn't show any tactical changes from the Ruud match, because Ruud serve and Zverev serve are two different serves. Ruud is aiming for the spots. He put a lot of topspin in his serves. He has a decent serve, but not as huge serve as Sasha Zverev. Because before this match, I said that the serve, how you serve, how this guy serves, and how they return is going to be the key factor in this match. And like I said, this match was just a little bit exciting, only because Zverev didn't play the best offensive tennis he has done so far. So if you're going to go into the stats, I'm gonna go into the first set first. Zverev landed in 81% of his first serves, and Berrettini 68. Zverev won 71% of his first serves and 38% of his second serve, and Berrettini won 70%, 72% of his first serve and 41% of his second serve. So that was kind of equal numbers, a little bit better second service number for Berrettini, and then we had that tie break where he was a more clutch player. In the second set, Zverev landed 67% first serves in and Berrettini 64%. But in this second set, Zverev's percentage was much higher. It was 83% on his first serves. He won 83% behind his first serves and 50% behind his second serve. And Berrettini had also great numbers. 81% of his first serves he won. He landed 64% first serves in and won 56% of his second serve. But Zverev took the care of one of his two breakpoint opportunities in that second set and managed to break him. And in the third set, here is in the deciding set, Matteo didn't serve as great as he has done. Zverev didn't land too much first serves in, only 52%, but he managed to win 77% of his first serves and 67% of his second serve, while Berrettini only won 64% of his first serves and 40% of his second serves. So that was the big difference in the third set. That was made this match into Zverev's advantage. Total in this match, if we're gonna go to the total number, this was set by set. Totally, Zverev landed 69% of his first serves. That's great. And Berrettini 67%. And Zverev managed to win 76% of his first serves and 55% of his second serves, while Berrettini won 72% of his first serves in and 44% of his second serves. And if you look at the break point conversion, Sasha managed to convert 50% of his break points that he had in Berrettini's serve, 4 out of 8, and Berrettini only managed to break Sasha once. 1 of 3 break points he converted. And on the returning section, this match, I said before this preview, is gonna be who of this guy who returned best, who's gonna win this match. And Sasha won 37% of his return point win, and Berrettini 31%. So in the first set, Berrettini's serve cracked a little bit. He didn't do anything in Sasha's serve. He won his service game pretty easy. If you look by that third or second game, where he had a break point in Sasha's serve, but otherwise when the ball was in play, Sasha played superbly defensive tennis and waited for him to make those unforced errors. And in the long run, Zverev was a much better player. Zverev returned a little bit better. He was just a level higher than him in this match, because none of these two guys looked a little bit rusty in this match. So I don't know. All in all, a great performance by Alexander Sasha Zverev. He has now won his 15th career title so far. He's gonna entering the Rome ATP Masters in, I think, in 2 days or 3 days. He will gonna rest 2 days at least, and let's see what he can do there. But this surface, like I said in my ATP Rome preview, I have uploaded that preview earlier today. You can go watch it also. I said that Zverev will not have a bigger chance to win a big clay court tournament than here in Madrid, and it's the second time he wins here. But will he be a threat at Rome? Maybe. At French Open, maybe he can reach a quarter, maybe he can reach a semifinal. It's depending on the draw. I don't know. And but so far in this tournament, Sasha should be proud of himself. His second serve hasn't cracked so much that it has done before, especially at Barcelona, where he lost to Ivashka. I think it made like 14 double faults in that match or something like that. It was a huge number of double faults. So Berrettini, his forehand didn't work so great today. His backhand was average today. His serving was okay, decent. He won a lot of points in his first serves, but his returning game was terrible. It was horrible, and it's like that. It's hard to create something in Shasha's serve because it's so heavy. You barely have time to do something. But when the ball was in play, when Berrettini had his chances to do something, he didn't do it. He just he was too passive. I think he was a little bit tired. Maybe he was nervous. Shasha kept his cool when he was up 5-3 in the first set. I've never seen him more calm than when he was trying to when he broke Berrettini's serve once again in the third set. Shasha has really matured, but still has these flaws. You can never trust his level because during this the match, I text Inter, my dear friend. I'm waiting for his video to upload. That's a must for me before I go to sleep. I hope he uploads his video way before midnight so I can watch it. We texted each other, both of us, especially him, pointed out that Berrettini's returning game is horrible in this match. He doesn't do anything in Shasha's serve, and I couldn't say no, I couldn't disagree with him. So my dear friend Inter, I'm waiting for your video. Please watch his video, subscribe to his channel if you have not done that. He's really the best tennis YouTuber. I love it. Nothing brings me more joy than watch a video by Inter because everything he does with so much passion. Every microscopic atomic particular in his body is dedicated to tennis. Believe me, he talks a lot in his video, but when he talks with me, we can talk tennis for hours. Believe me, hours. Yes, we are tennis nerds. We have a life also, but when we talk tennis, nothing around us can stop us. We just talk, we just sit, discuss, come up with ideas, talk a little bit about this player, talk a little bit about that player, and so on and so forth. Me and him just eat, drink, and sleep tennis. And of course, he's a superhuman being also. He's a lovely human being. He's a great dude. He's a solid dude. I love him. But sometimes we disagreed in this tournament. He had Berrettini as his pick. I had Zverev, but it's a tough call here. It's a small margin that separated these two guys. None of them played high percentage tennis. None of them play high octanic tennis. None of them played super aggressive tennis in this match. They was like they sparred with each other. None of them was willing to sacrifice anything. They were more tactical in this match than I have seen them before when they played both of these guys. But the tall German, the 24-year-old Alexander Shasha Zverev, can now crown him as the champion of ATP Masters at Madrid for the second time. Well deserved. Berrettini, your time will come. I really like these Italian guys that are on the tour. They play great tennis. Italia have managed to do something great in their academy. They have put some time, and their federation have really tried to create more great tennis players. They have a bunch of other players too. They have Travaglia, they have Fonini, who's much older now, and but the young generation, the next generation, they have a very bright future ahead of them. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Take care and bye bye.